Apoto you feel we now to enter together, Whipper clarified. The weeks are steep. We have seen its effects on Gustin. He looked at Tetros. But entering the crystal world is the only way you'll ever learn the truth about your father, your sword, and your fate. What do you mean, crystal world? Agatha said, from Monst. There's a world inside the crystal ball. A world bigger than you could possibly know, Whipper said. Tetros frowned. This doesn't make sense. How do you know what's inside the face crystal? How do you know what Merlin and the face saw? Sophie asked. How could you know what they saw? Agatha pressed. Whipper grinned. Isn't it obvious? He said, his voice a teasing drawl. The cat's pupils deepened like black holes. I went with them. Agatha into the crystal world. Agatha watched the crystal ball sink into the water. Nothing's happening, said Tetros next to her. Good, because if you expect me to get wet again, Sophie huffed, still soggy in her white dress. Agatha turned to her cat. You said the portal opens when the crystal is underwater. And turned on, said Whipper. Their voices echoed through the Crown Royal Regent's bathroom, appointed with a grooming station of jeweled brushes, fragrant oils, and milky creams, along with a sparkle dust scent litter box and a heated blue stone bathing tub big enough for an army of cats, the steamy water sprinkled with orange blossoms. When Whipper had shown them into the room, lit by panels made of blue and orange fireflies, Agatha had been mystified. The Whipper she knew inched with flares, hit exclusively on gravestones, and nearly killed her the time when she had tried to clean him. It's my father's old bathroom, Whipper explained, seeing her face. He climbed onto the edge of the tub. This is the first time I've been in there. Now Agatha watched it as her cat finished sinking the face crystal into the hot bath, mist rising off the surface. The orb drifted down and settled on the blue stone floor, the crack in its glass reflecting through water, seeming bigger than its actual size. Agatha, meanwhile, felt like she had a crack in her head. Though they had Whipper, a king, the crystal ball, a portal into the secret world. Tension pounded through her skull, her lungs sucked off air as if she was already underwater. Tetros touched her arm. You okay? She gazed up at him, then at Sophie and Whipper, both assessing her. Agatha wanted to say no, that it was all moving too fast, that she wanted to turn the story back to a time when life had no magic, no secrets, to a time when she had a home, a mother. But then, as she took in her best friend, her prince, and her cat, Agatha realized that she had another family now, a family she had chosen, and after all they'd been through, to be with that family again, no matter how daunting the challenges ahead. It was all Agatha needed to venture out of the past and find the present. You said the crystal is a portal, said Agatha, composing herself. A portal into what? Merlin called it a crystal of time, said Whipper vaguely, skirting the edge of the tub. We must get started. How did Merlin and Dofei discover the portal? Tetros cuts in. I told you, by accident, said Reaper impatiently. After you failed to pull Excalibur, Merlin and Dofei tried to use her crystal ball to understand why. Given how poorly you were treating Agatha after your botched coronation, I wanted you to pull the sword soon. For her sake, I joined Merlin and Clarissa in the Air Force. At first, we had little luck, but during the summer, Professor Dofei's office grows insufferably hot. Studying the ball one night before Dofei activated it, Merlin left a sweaty handprint on the crack in the glass. The crack grew softer, the glass spunky. The change made Merlin curious, so he and Dofei put the ball in the groom room pool to see what would happen when the Dean turned it on. Now, if there are no more questions, it's time to get into the bath. Agatha studied the down up, motionless underwater. What happened when Dofei turned it on? Her heart jumped. What happens when I turn it on? That's what they were up to this whole time. Merlin and Dofei. Tetros realized it, peering into the water. They were going inside her crystal ball. It's what was making Dofei sick. Deathly sick. And now you want us to do the same thing? Sophie challenged the Reaper. It's too dangerous, Tetros agreed. The secret of why Tetros couldn't pull Excalibur is inside that crystal. Then again, maybe there is no secret. Maybe Ryan is the real king, said Reaper, holding up his paw when Tetros started to protest. But the only way we'll know for sure is to cross the portal. Too much is at stake to leave the question of why the sword recognized Ryan instead of Tetros unanswered. The fate of Camelot, the Saurian, and our world depend on that answer. Merlin and Dofei were close to finding it, but they ran out of time. Since Agatha is Dofei's second, it is our duty to finish their work.